Sea turtles, nature's little homing missiles, except instead of exploding on impact, they lay eggs and waddle back into the ocean like tiny, exhausted retirees. It turns out these ancient reptiles have an almost supernatural ability to navigate across thousands of miles of open ocean and return to the exact stretch of sand where they hatched. Not just the same country, not just the same region, the same beach. Imagine being able to find the exact hospital where you were born without a map, GPS, or even a vague understanding of how roads work. That's a sea turtle. But how do they pull off this ludicrous trick? Well, science points to geomagnetic imprinting, which is a fancy way of saying baby turtles somehow memorize the Earth's magnetic field at birth and use it as a sort of invisible Google Maps for the rest of their lives. It's like if newborns popped out of the womb and immediately downloaded an update for their built-in navigation software. And here's where it gets even weirder. If you shift the magnetic field, turtles will nest somewhere else, but only in places that match the new magnetic signature. It's not about the palm trees, the smell of the ocean, or some fond childhood memory of dodging seagulls. It's all about Earth's magnetic fingerprint. Scientists tested this by tracking loggerheads in Florida over nearly 2 decades, watching as they adjusted their nesting spots in sync with natural shifts in the planet's magnetic field. You know, in case you needed another reason to believe that turtles are smarter than most of us. Now, they're not working with GPS-level accuracy. It's not like they're coming ashore with a clipboard, scanning for their exact birthplace. Some get close, others land a few miles off. But when your navigation system is based on detecting planetary magnetism, a slight margin of error is excusable. The fact they can do it at all is ridiculous enough. And why would evolution spend millions of years fine-tuning this bizarre ability? Simple: survival. If a beach worked once, it'll probably work again. Returning to a known, successful nesting ground means the sand is the right temperature, the predators aren't too overwhelming, and the tides aren't casually washing entire generations out to sea. It's not about nostalgia, it's about not rolling the dice on some sketchy new beach where the local crabs run a hatchling mafia. It also helps distribute the population sensibly. If turtles just threw darts at a map and nested wherever they landed, some areas would be swamped with baby turtles while others would end up barren. Instead, nature's built-in sat-nav keeps things balanced. And as if this whole thing wasn't already absurd, scientists suspect turtles might also be using a combination of ocean currents, chemical cues, and celestial navigation to fine-tune their journeys. Because apparently, being able to feel the Earth's magnetic field wasn't overpowered enough, and the biological mechanics, possibly tiny iron-based crystals in their brains acting like natural compasses, or proteins in their eyes that detect magnetic fields. Nobody's nailed down the exact process yet, because dissecting turtle brains to look for tiny magnets isn't the easiest experiment to fund. The result of all this evolutionary wizardry: sea turtles have been successfully running this system for millions of years. It's outlived ice ages, mass extinctions, and most impressively, humanity's inability to stop building hotels on their nesting beaches. And yet, despite all this brilliance, their greatest challenge remains us. Plastic pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change are throwing their ancient guidance system into chaos. They've survived everything the planet has thrown at them, but whether they survive humans is still an open question. So next time you see a turtle dragging itself up the sand, looking like a tiny soldier on a mission, remember, this isn't random. This isn't instinct in the way we normally think of it. This is a creature using an invisible map encoded into the very fabric of the Earth. It's precise, it's brilliant, and honestly, it puts our own sense of direction to shame.
Cheers!